Well, the reality is that we're running against that idea from the status quo, that you have to wait your turn. The idea that politics as usual is what got us here in the first place. Hey, guys.
Right now, just one member of Gen Z sits in Congress. But Joe Vogel is hoping to change that.
I remember when I first decided to run, I sat down with my parents and I said, this race might cost over $100,000. My parents said, I don't know where you're going to get that money. We've been at this now in this race for about a year, and the intensity is definitely picking up. We have a party dinner tonight, and then we have a debate this evening. I'm glad that Maxwell Frost is there. I'm glad that we have someone from our generation speaking up for us, but we need more folks to come join him. I'm a state delegate running for Congress here in Western Maryland. I was actually running for the legislature when Maxwell Frost was running for Congress.
The median age of lawmakers in the House of Representatives is 57.9, down 1 year from the prior class. Boomers still represent 45% of House members, the largest share of any generation.
And we are setting up that framework.
Vogel's 27 years old and currently the youngest state delegate serving Maryland's legislature. He took office in 2023, filling the seat of a 16-year incumbent. Now Vogel is running for Congress, hoping to fill a seat for Maryland's 6th district, a purple battleground filled with liberals and conservatives. But first, he's got to get his name on the ballot and beat 16 other Dems in the May 14th primary.
That's what I would do in Congress as well. There is a historic element to this campaign. I'd be, the first immigrant elected to Congress here in over 200 years. I'd be the first openly LGBTQ+ person, one of the youngest members of Congress ever elected in this country.
There was a local article I was reading where someone described you like resembling a teenager sitting on the House floor.
Funny.
How do comments like that hit you?
I don't think I look that young, but I think the reality is that comments like that really are unnecessary.
Is everybody excited for the candidate forum?
Why are you the best candidate for the job?
I'm a Gen X mom, and I care about the world that they're going to inherit.
Fighting for federal funding for this district and showing up.
I want to ensure that more families like mine achieve their version of the American dream.
Taking your challenges, your opportunities, your vision, and translating that into action in the United States Congress.
So what do you say to the voter who looks at your political career? You started in the state legislature in January of 2023, and they say something to the effect of, I want a Congress representative that has had 5 to 10 years of experience.
That's great. There is no other candidate in this field that has that experience. Right? My main opponent has never served in a legislative capacity.
I'm April McLean Delaney.
Joe considers April McLean Delaney his main opponent, a former official with the Department of Commerce. But there are plenty of other qualified candidates running in this crowded race, like Hagerstown Mayor Takesha Martinez and Montgomery County Council member Lori Ann Sales.
When I walked in here, I was overwhelmed. I thought there would be like 5 or 6 people, but this is amazing. The one conversation that continues to guide me in this race is one that I had in Cumberland a few months ago with a young voter, 25, who came up to me and said, I don't trust politicians and I hate Democrats.
Let's talk about the frustration within the youth, because a lot of people are kind of checked out of politics completely. How do you fight against some of those generational tides that we're feeling within Gen Z?
It doesn't surprise me that when folks look at Congress, they have lost some of that faith. We were impacted by the continued gun violence epidemic because Congress was unable to pass an assault weapons ban. We're impacted by what the effects of the climate crisis are going to be on our planet.
But Joe, these are such huge issues that I think we've heard so many politicians say they're going to tackle. What change do you actually think you'll be able to influence and make a difference if you are elected to Congress?
The bills that I've been able to pass are because I take those big ideas and figure out the pragmatic solutions. When you look at the bill that I passed on mental health, I identified the problem and I advocated for the solution and I got something done.
Since being elected, Joe's helped pass a bill that provides student debt relief for some mental health professionals and has proposed several more.
Welcome to my apartment.
This is the spot, okay. It's giving minimalist.
It is.
How expensive is it to run a congressional campaign?
It's very expensive, and that is an unfortunate reality and the benefit that some of these really wealthy candidates have. I'm sitting on $40,000 of student loan debt. I don't have the money to loan myself $1 million or $2 million to run a campaign. That was a challenge. I was really putting it all on my own card.
So far, Vogel's campaign has raised over $610,000, according to the FEC, the second highest amount in the Democratic race.
I want someone in Congress who understands what it's like to be a young person in today's economy, who understands what it's like to have student debt.
What's your message for young voters who are disillusioned by government right now?
Give us a chance to prove that government can still work. Help us turn that page and elect a new generation of leaders focused on solving these problems.
Let's say you don't make it through the primary. What's next for you?
I'm going to keep doing the work that I'm doing in the legislature. Right, there are a number of important priorities that we have to deliver on still. We'll carry on in whatever the result is on May 14th.